Some random man pretending to be BLACKPINK Jennie's dad. Rosé and Tanu dating accusation. Enhypen and Riize dealing with wild Sasaengs, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. As for me, I do not think Philip DeFranco copied me. In my last video, I just wanted to have a good laugh. So I joked about how Philip DeFranco and I read the same statement. And I literally said, this is a joke. But some people got so mad at me. We're gonna read some comments later, but I just wanted to address it right off the bat. Like, please don't think that I actually think Philip DeFranco even knows who I am. Don't forget to follow me on my second channel and bonus channel. Everything will be linked below. But first, a huge thank you to Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video. Adam and Eve have a wide variety of products, everything you could possibly need, and they also have 90-day hassle-free returns and discreet shipping. So go to adamandeve.com and use my code Angelina for 50% off of one item and free shipping within the US and Canada. Everything, of course, will be linked below. So again, huge shout out to Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video and supporting this channel. But as for us, let's get into today's news. Just you and me together. Let's go. So I don't know about you, but I've literally never heard anything about BLACKPINK Jennie's dad. And that's totally fine. I mean, some parents are super present, some parents are literally not that it's any of our business, but you know, the man's never crossed my mind until now because there's been articles popping up about BLACKPINK Jennie's dad and how he's going to write a novel featuring stories from her trainee days. Like some wild stuff. We went from never hearing about the man ever to now he's going to write a tell-all. So it was previously reported that Kim Hyung-jin was to release his 8th novel. So this man isn't like some random person. He's like an established author, seemingly. So this new book would be called World Informant and is reportedly about how world stars BLACKPINK's Jennie and Psy undergo a simulation at an AI robot camera global event. I don't know how Psy got brought into this, but okay. And there's more claims to this, okay? In that article, essentially it says, the book is deep in meaning as it was written by PD Kim Hyung-jin, who is BLACKPINK Jennie's biological father. So they're literally like claiming that this man, I was gonna say birthed her. What's the opposite of that? Not the opposite. Anyways, so they're claiming that this man is her biological father, that in the book they're going to talk about, you know, her young trainee days up until now, like stories of the sort. But wouldn't you know, this article was deleted. And do you want to guess why? Well, we're about to find out why, because even though the article was deleted, I've kind of seen it going around everywhere, like, oh, BLACKPINK Jennie's father is going to write a book about her, essentially. Oh, this caption though, Jennie has been vocal about her mother, even sharing photos taken with her. On the other hand, she has never spoken publicly about her father before, sparking even more interest in his mysterious identity. Coming from a fatherless individual, I mean, sometimes there's like a super clear reason that people don't mention their fathers. But again, we literally don't know her life. And apparently this man doesn't either, because Jennie's company Odd Atelier released a statement about this, on how they're going to take legal action about how the man impersonating her father is not her father, and also warning fans to be careful about purchasing illegal materials. So here's what they said. We would like to extend our gratitude to the fans who cherish and support our artist Jennie. Recently, there have been continuous fake news and illegal publications containing false information impersonating the artist's father. So they firmly state that this man has no connection to Jennie. The claims are entirely false. We urge everyone to be cautious about purchasing such illegal materials and to avoid any harm from these false claims. So of course this person is writing a book. So they're basically saying if this person is saying the book contains stories from her childhood and you know, personal stories, given the fact that he's quote unquote been claiming to be her biological father, is not real, don't feed into it. They then move on to say that they're taking legal action against those spreading these falsehoods, including pursuing criminal charges for defamation and obstruction of business through our law firm. In their last paragraph, they talk a bit more about, they're also going to be pursuing legal action against other people for as harassment, malicious slander, as these actions are clear crimes. And we will continue to take strong legal measures without leniency based on the collected evidence. We will remain committed to protecting the rights and interests of our artists. So they, shut that down. BLACKPINK in your area. That wasn't funny, I know, but they shut it down. So he's not her father. Let's read some responses to this. But why will anyone do that? Why would people do that? She deserves more love and respect. People are so weird. Why would someone do that? And people just, encouraging the legal action. So what do you think of this situation? I mean, obviously it's quite weird, right? To say that you're someone's father when you're not. I mean, some of our real fathers don't even want to. Then you have other people who are just lining up to, take on this role. It's a little weird. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're fatherless too, like me, thumbs up, I guess. Neutral thumbs, I don't know. Welcome to our dating accusation corner, where we take a look at dating accusations and see if the evidence is in any way convincing, if it's in any way original, unique. I don't know. Some of these dating accusations are, full on a document with so much evidence. Some of these dating accusations is literally like, oh, they might have looked in each other's direction. So let's see, because today we're talking about BLACKPINK's Rosé and Enhypen. And I'm going into this blind because I think it's fun. I want to see, am I going to be shocked? Am I going to be convinced? So let's take a look at the evidence. Okay, on September 4th, a post titled Enhypen and Rosé went to the same place again. I hope there's more to it than this. So here's a picture of Rosé looking at a hole in the wall. Where's the mattress? And Enhypen also looking at a hole in the wall. I'm guessing this is this an art exhibition? Yes, an art exhibition. So then here he is with the marble in the background, and then there she is. That looks like a store. Somebody was knocking at the door, so I thought it was a package, so I ran. And it's this guy, and he's like, I'm here to do your air conditioning maintenance or whatever. And I was like, oh, I wasn't made aware of this. And then he's like, oh, isn't this place? And I'm like, no. I was gonna let him in. I don't know what the hell my landlord is up to. Anyways, so the caption, the author, the OP of this post basically says, are they close? Sigh. I like both of them, but this makes me sad. The world that they live in. Why are you sad? So of course, this is, we've seen way better evidence than this. We've seen couple rings. We've seen potentially the same cat bowl. And I think a lot of netizens also agree. Let's read. It's a Saint Laurent event. I was going to say that. I was like, is this a brand event? Because it's a Saint Laurent event. A Rosé went on the 3rd and the other celebrities went on the 4th. So what? Rosé fans just won't leave Enhypen alone. Stop forcing a relationship on them. I mean, okay, so he came back and he's like, is this insert wrong address? I'm like, no, it's not. But he might actually come back. That's the thing. Anyways, I was going to say it's probably good that they went on different days, right? Because if Enhypen happens to have a significant other and he was next to Rosé, we all know the outcome of that, right? Oh, here's what some netizens think. Oh, we already read what they thought. What in the Sasaeng is going on here? So basically, it was reported that Sasaengs had gotten the Enhypen members' personal information to change things about their flights, such as assigning them different seats and then preventing them from changing those seats. Now, this comes not too long after this video that we saw in the last video, where there's literally a girl following them. And it seems she's pretending to be staff because she's making it quite far with them. She's acting so casual, like she belongs there. And then the bodyguards notice that, hey, you're not supposed to be here, and then just yank her away. Yeah, she was clearly a Sasaeng. She tried to stand there to make it look like she was one of the staff. The managers just let her walk next to them all the way off the plane until the security guards at the gate took her away. Does anyone in this company care about protecting them? I mean, that is scary. You don't know these people. But then it was revealed by Export News that, again, when they were returning from China, Sasaeng fans unlawfully acquired the group's flight details by registering with their airline without permission and choosing their own seats. They also disabled the option for changing seats to ensure they remained in those chosen spots. I was gonna say either to just mess with them, to just have that power over someone, or to ensure that you can sit next to them, which is what they're saying here. Reports indicated that these extreme fans aimed to secure seats closest to the artist in order to take unauthorized photos. The airline confirmed that someone had used the member's personal information to register for a membership, with the contact details being linked to a Chinese number and seat selection being restricted. As a result, Enhypen had to verify their identities at the airport in order to change the seats. So Belift released the following statement: "We are taking strong measures against the illegal acquisition and sale of Enhypen's flight information and will do our utmost to protect our artists." 2 hours later, and I'm back. Shout out to my landlord. So here's what some fans think of that initial response. My thing with Sasaengs is, what do you think is gonna happen? Someone is gonna see you registered at the airport with this personal info and be like, OMG? They say this bullshit every time and make zero changes, stepping forward to protect their artists. You say you will protect them, but here you have Enha catching flights almost every week, making them tour the next month right after they just ended one, and you should investigate your own staff because they might be the ones causing the leaks. Do better. That's interesting, right? I was just wondering because I took a flight twice in my life, like one trip. That was so long ago, so I feel like, technology is better now. I don't know, but like, how did they get the flight information? How did the airline allow this? I mean, surely there must have been some type of like confirmation code or some type of code to be able to do that, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just assuming. And this, of course, on top of people already being upset because Enhypen just finished one tour and they're going straight to the next tour. This did remind me of that TXT Sasaeng situation where Sasaengs changed their meals in a now deleted Weverse post. He basically said someone changed the member's in-flight meal by booking it in advance through seating. It's not a big deal as we can just not eat it, but I can't fathom why they did that and just what kind of system allows them to change someone else's meal like that. I mean, that's wild too, right? Like literally exactly what he said. What kind of system allows for someone to change your meal for you? Just like what kind of system would allow someone to change your seat for you? Again, unless these people are being sold specific confirmation numbers, or I'm not sure. Here's what some netizens think. Please catch the people who leak the private information. Why are they doing this? Are they crazy? They still haven't caught them? Please just catch them. Even if they go in private, they still sell the flight info and people crowd at the airport. Please do something about the airport employee who's selling this information. Oh, so maybe not a staff member, but someone who works at the airport. Man, all these Sasaengs that go to the airport need to be beaten up by the bodyguards. I have goosebumps. So Enhypen are unfortunately not the only group dealing with Sasaengs. I'm sure plenty are, with Riize being one of them. It seems that Sasaeng took a picture of them on the flight, and like this picture is like pretty close. And then there's this picture here where while they're filling out their immigration declaration, they've got fans watching from the sidelines. That, oh my god, how is that safe? How is that allowed? I mean, he does not look happy. Cameras pointed at them from both sides when checking boarding passes and passports at the gate. The one taken inside the plane is effing strange. The kids taking these photos of celebrities must not think they are humans. Seeing things like this makes me understand why male idols hate their fans so much. That's why managers and security guards have no choice but to be sensitive. Kids like them are such a nuisance, and it's ridiculous to think that these people cause trouble, invade others' privacy, but when they called out or face consequences, they play victim. They're using a protecting film on their phones. Oh, that's actually so smart. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, there are screen protectors that like when you're face on you can see perfectly fine, but like from a side view you wouldn't be able to see what the people are doing on their phones. And then sometimes eyes are that big but there's no light in them at all. So strange. Here's some more comments because I think it's interesting. It says, free SM groups from these insane stands. I don't know how they stop themselves from decking these losers in the nose, because if you're all up on me when I'm filling out my immigration declaration, be ready to get elbowed. SM needs to take better measures. In this person's response, I don't think it has ever been mentioned, but I bet one of the many reasons JYJ X TVXQ filed a lawsuit against SM was that they literally never did anything about the Sasaengs, only encouraged them. Sadly, nothing has changed. I feel like DBSK are super well known because of they're not well known because of their sasaengs, but their sasaengs are super well known for being just absolutely horrendous. And we've talked about this before. It was a previous discussion segment, but someone was basically saying like the line between, you know, a rich fan who follows idols around everywhere and a sasaeng is basically like lack of money. Because if you're a super rich, and now some people disagree, whatever, this is just what the post was saying. So if you're a rich fan, you're really able to follow your idols everywhere. And you can take the same flights as them, but you don't bother them. That's what the post was saying. But sasaengs, on the other hand, are too broke to not be bothersome. So they end up following them to their apartments, and they end up following them to the airport. I think about that a lot. It's interesting where the line gets drawn for that. Because what does a company gain from that? You have to think about all the, like, why it's being allowed to be a fly on the wall with some of these, like, company higher ups to see like what exactly they say about these issues, like not just their statements, but like what they actually think about these issues behind the scenes. So of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. So I wanted to talk about this viral tweet because it has 5.1 million views, and it says, "I don't keep up with half the groups I stan," and it's basically like breaking my silence. And I've just seen a lot of people being like, "Well, then you don't stan them," and then other people being like, "Well, let's normalize this because like you don't have time for every single group." So I wanted to know your thoughts, and let's see some quote retweets. "Let's normalize listening to K-pop music casually without feeling the need to keep up with all their boring and useless content." As a professional K-pop news anchor, that's a joke too. Not that you guys are gonna listen anyways. She's full of herself. No, I'm obviously filming this in my room. Please. Anyways, so as someone who covers K-pop news, I mean, I inevitably keep up with everyone and everything going on. But in terms of groups that I stan, I mean, obviously I keep up with all of the news, but like content-wise, I mean... it depends, okay? Because like we're only human. It happens that you don't pay attention sometimes. Anyways, as a normal person would, I love actually not being a stan at all. Like I only tune in for the music majority of the time. I don't GAF what their schedule looks like. Suddenly everyone is a dictionary with the OG stan meaning. No one uses it like that now. That's not the point, dang. Quote retweets saying OP isn't a stan but is a casual listener or just a fan. OMFG, y'all are so strict with this shit. I mean, where do you draw the line of like a group that you stan? Because I tried to be careful with that. I'm like, well, I casually stan this group, or it could be what do you call that? Fluctuating, but it's a spectrum of standing. If you can't keep up with all the groups you stan, maybe you should consider saying you're just a fan. Standing isn't choice. Nobody's forcing you. Hot take, but you don't have to consume every bit of content your faves push out to be considered a fan. Some of y'all forget people have lives outside of K-pop. Yeah. Okay, so some people are saying, well, actually, you're just like a casual fan. You're not a stan. You're just a fan. What are your thoughts on all of this? I'd love to know because I've definitely seen a lot of conflicting points of views regarding this. As for my thoughts personally, I mean, I'm not the stan police. I'm not gonna like come up to you and be like, you don't actually stan that group, you're more of a casual fan. But then again, like I consider myself a stan of certain groups, and I definitely don't keep up with every single thing. So I don't know, let me know what you think. So let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. So this isn't too fun. It's not fun at all, actually, but it's some quick news about BPM Entertainment, whose YouTube channels were compromised by Tesla supporters. So this is a screenshot that I got because I got some comments being like, you should check out their channels right now. And they were doing live stream. I mean, not literally a live stream, but it was just like Elon Musk talking to a crowd. We can see that the profile picture has been changed. The name has been changed, but it's still at BPM Entertainment Official. And we can see the live stream here. Okay, this day is just weird as hell. Someone just texted me, sorry to bother you. Do you have a moment? Snowflake emoji. Somebody keeps texting me, do you have a moment? Snowflake. What does the snowflake emoji mean? What is it? What is behind the... I don't get it. Nor, I don't have a moment. I mean, do you want to see? I screen recorded it. If you want to see it.
Much as you want, and twice as much will return to your wallet. Projects. So friends, don't waste time. Scan the QR code, go to the website,
So Yeonjun of TXT is confirmed to go solo this month, actually. Big Hit confirming this news. Yeonjun will be making his solo debut in September. We will officially announce the release date and other specific details at a later time. It seems that he hinted at this solo debut during his guest appearance on BTS Jin's YouTube show Run Jin. Oh, where he surprised fans by saying, "I'm preparing for my solo." How is that a hint? That's just SES's Pada showed support for New Jeans' Honey. So recently Honey wrote a song to comfort fans during this time. And this is what Pada had to say. "My heart really hurts, just how much pain the members and fans must be in. Can't the adults be wiser and benevolent so that these kids, who are just only now beginning to dream big, won't be hurt? These lyrics and melody written by a younger sister, Honey, who has just only realized her dreams are plucking at my heartstrings. I pray that an amazing miracle will happen for them." BLACKPINK's Jennie is going viral for this outfit. Taemin and Lisa did some challenges together. So they did the New Woman challenge and then even Sexy in the Air. Which, on that note, Taemin's YouTube channel is nowhere to be found. And as far as I know, anyone under BPM Entertainment, all the channels affected by the whole Tesla thing are just no longer there. But here's their challenge. You can't find the music video, but I forgot copyright claims. Well, just picture them together. Wait. Wono has been discharged from the military. Some very exciting news. And Cat's Eye are going to appear on M Countdown, but not only M Countdown, I believe they're also going to be appearing on like all the music shows of the week. Jessie did a Degrassi reference in her rap. Pop it? Wait, what? Pop it, you go end up like Drake from Degrassi? What is... Does she mean in a wheelchair? What does she mean by that? I just thought that was so random. Drake from Degrassi. Have any of you guys seen? I love Degrassi so much. Not like the old ones, but that's such a wild lyric. Fans have gained perspective on Ive Kar's height because usually next to other members, she looks quite short. She's like the shortest member of Ive, isn't she? Here she is. She looks a little bit shorter. But then seeing Kyle around normal people and realizing she's actually not 3 apples tall. So in this, she looks quite tall. The magic of perspective is not that she's short. It's just that everyone on Ive is actually taller than the average. And that's why she looks short. She's giant, WTF. Meow made their debut with Meow, which I'm about to do a music video reaction for my channel members and patrons. So let's get into that. Let's move on to my comment response section because yes, I jokingly accused Philip DeFranco of copying me just because we both read the same statement. I thought it was funny. Like I was just watching the video and I was like, oh my God. So I wanted to make that joke just to make you guys laugh. But it seems that my joke made me unlikable. I'm just so, I mean, you know, sometimes things can fly over my head, but like I tried to even act more ridiculous. Aren't you reading company posts and statements? How is that copying? Am I missing something? Am I slow today? I'm sorry. I don't understand anything anymore. This person's just confused and that's not a crime. That's okay. But yes, it was a joke. To be fair, I did let it play on a little long, but at the end I was literally like, this is a joke. I'm not sure how either of you can say you are copying each other when you are reading press releases word for word, which is the only thing that bothers me about your channel. He did the same thing. Why am I the only one getting criticized for this? Hello, you reading? Hello question mark. You reading an official statement given by a company and him doing so too doesn't mean he's copying you. I literally used to defend you and stuff, but you're getting way too entitled. Also, all you do is read out news from websites that cover the news. Stop acting like you are getting robbed of your work and be grateful for what you have. Because there were some comments saying like, he's not copying you. He's not copying you. And there was getting lots of likes on the comments. So I needed to clarify. I needed to, I'm sorry for the joke. I should have made it shorter. I should have made it more obvious. But I literally do not think that highly. I think so low of myself. This is so far from who I actually am. This made me have an existential crisis because I'm like, is my channel that bad? Like, oh my God. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify. It was a joke. It was never meant to be like an actual. I do not. he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know who I am. Why would he? You know what I mean? But anyways, that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. Again, a huge shout out to Adam and Eve for supporting my channel. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.